Good afternoon, Year 7 remote learners. We're starting a new unit today. The unit's called Digital Literacy. And for this lesson, you need this PowerPoint. So just get that opened up and ready on your screen. If you're asked to enable content when you open up the PowerPoint, then just click on Enable Content. For the first activity, you're looking at a letter. You're looking at a letter that either your parents received or a family member. How did you know it was a letter? What are the features that you commonly find in a letter? And I want you to list them in this purple box over here. The objective of today's lesson is just to develop your skills in word processing software. The context that we're using is writing a letter. So just have a quick read of the objectives and the outcomes for this particular lesson. So the first thing we need to do is just figure out and learn about the different or the key conventions that are in letters. And I want you to add some text boxes and arrows and see if you can identify the sender's address, the receiver's address, the date, the salutation, the body text, close, and the signature block. Have a go at this activity before you carry on with this video, because I'm showing you the answer on the next slide. So these are the answers or the different elements, the key areas of a letter, and you'll need this when we look at an activity further down the line. The second part of writing a letter is formatting. Obviously, it's important that we align things correctly, that we look at font size, that we look at making the correct things bold and italicized, and we use the correct font type. All of this comes under the heading of formatting. And what you're trying to do for task number 3 is you're looking at a standard toolbar in Microsoft Word and seeing if you can highlight where you change the font color, where you change the font style. You can copy and paste this arrow, and then you can just point to where you think you find these areas. And this helps you just develop your skills in terms of finding out where you can format things. Next thing, you're just going to watch a short video created by Miss Phillips that just shows you how you create a letter and do some formatting in Microsoft Word Online. Slide number 8, you'll need this for the next activity, so I'm going to jump across. This is the main activity. So you're going to create a letter. You're going to create a letter to Mr. Vizard, and you're going to convince him to do one of these things: install solar panels, have more recycling bins, buy electric buses for school, or another green issue. You're going to lay out the letter exactly like this over here. So you're going to have to look at this very carefully, and then you're going to have to pick one of these contexts, and then you're going to write the letter. Once you've written the letter, you're going to spell check the letter, and then you're going to add it as evidence in here so I can see your full letter. If you've got some further time for an extension activity, you're going to take it a step further, and instead of thinking only about the school, you're going to think about how you can convince Sheikh Mohammed to make the UAE more of a green place. So you can write that letter, and if you finish that, then you can add a screenshot of your letter over here. To finish off the lesson, I'm just going to make sure that you understand the 6 main conventions that you are when you're writing a letter, and if you can explain 6 different formatting tools that are available in word processing software. So just fill this in this purple box. Well done, you've come to the end of your lesson. So ensure that you save your PowerPoint and then you upload it to Teams, and then you can sanitize your keyboard and desk and move on to your next lesson. Thank you.